Or G.
Okay, so Our Planet by Yoshimura. I'm usually not the type of girl to fall. I sit contently, watching everyone else around me dive head first. But you must hate me so much that you had to go and mess it all up. My friends get irritated, constantly aggravated. It's like your name's imprinted in my lips because you seem to hiccup into every conversation. You're graffitied across my mind. I even catch you in my dreams. The sound of your sweet, soothing voice is my own personal lullaby. Your smile sends shockwaves through my bodies, and I can't help but do the same. My cheeks must be permanently red from the countless times you caused them to blush, but no one ever told me that getting shot by Cupid hurts. Because every time my hand lays lonely, not next to yours, I feel incomplete. Every second I spend not seeing you, something in my heart dies. So if I wake up dead tomorrow, you'll know who to blame. You've caused my body to become sick. My heart's pounding, my lips are stuttering, my head is spinning, our eyes meet, and it's like I'm staring into a crystal ball. Because when I look at you, I can see the next 50 years of my future. I opened up and let you leak into my being. You suffocated my soul only to be relieved by your heavenly oxygen. You breathed into me, gave life to me, showed me a world that can't be seen through telescope skeptic lenses when I was lost. I'd look up to that star-filled sky and see our planet. I'd daydream about us running away to a rocket ship and escaping, taking off into the atmosphere to a place where we'd skip stones on the shore and sleep on sandy beaches under palm tree-shaped dreams. I was exploring uncharted territory. The guidance system was thrown out the back doors. We switched to manual override. We got mesmerized in each other's eyes. I hate it. The way you look at me, like you're reading a love letter written across my skin, so I wonder if you can see within me, into the diary pages my heart writes every time we're together. So you can count. 1 against the feminists, 2 against the realistics, and 3 against those people that believe happy endings are only true if you're happy, it's ending. This is real. For once in my life. And the answer is yes. I'll still laugh at your incredibly cheesy icebreakers, and even though you know I'm indecisive, I know one thing for sure. I might, kind of, totally, completely, and that's how I left it. An open-ended sentence, pushed on pause, afraid to move on, but you can only stay in one place for so long. I fell out of that moment like a shooting star, raining down from the skies and plummeting to the ground. It was a gradual slope down, a slow-motion death scene with all the real pain. I'm just like, hey, I can make my own laughing gas, though time never seems to move fast, so I just smile and wave to numb the ache. I soared, flew field on this real-life fantasy, then fell. He was my Prince Charming, dressed in board shorts and a t-shirt, but there was a crack in his armor, a chip in his heart made of gold. We reached that rocket ship, but never made it to outer space. Better to get lost on the way than crash land on my face. I fell into a sea of memories. The non-existent conversations blanketed over me, and I drowned in that silence. It was over before it begun. How ironically poetic. I tried to dig up some type of hatred, but came up empty-handed. I never felt any anger towards him. These things just happen, right? 2 teenage people play pretend like they're in love. You know what they say. Practice makes perfect, but no. I don't want to generalize because what we had surpassed star-crossed lover stereotypes, designed destiny itself, tattooed our names on fortune-teller tongues. Blindly, I followed the faith of a child. I was exploring puppy love. My palms shook as I took one last breath in, because when he walked out that door, he left with my oxygen. Now when I look up to the sky, I see ashes of our planet, dust off the history books we wrote together. Now I've turned the page to chapter 2, and he's still stuck in the last one. It should be no surprise that when he came back into my life, I didn't want to roleplay, and he played no role in my life, so I'm through acting like time never passed, and believing we could still last. So please, Cupid, next time you decide to shoot your arrow in my direction, make sure it pierces through my heart. That way if I die, I won't be in as much pain as I'm in now. The unanswered question hung in the emptiness. I was stranded in the silence. I took a scissors to my skin and worked around the wounds, clipped the bent and broken wings, cut the ties. I'm finally free. But before we forget our deserted planet, I still have one thing I want to say. Thank you. Thank you for giving me an escape and a reason to laugh, for teaching me it's okay to love someone, even if that someone wasn't supposed to be you. Thanks for training me to get over true heartache. And most of all, thank you for showing me a different world. When I look up to that star-filled sky and see our planet, I won't mourn over our dead planet, but smile because we gave it life.
Woo!